Shalom, my friends. Eliana Light here. Thank you so much for coming to visit my website. I want to tell you in my own words a little bit about the programming that I offer. More meaning, more spirit, more love. How can we connect and create something incredible for your community? First of all, I love offering professional development to give educators, clergy, and lay leaders the tools to be able to do meaningful programming themselves on their own. I do this through workshops, whether it's keynote speeches at a day-long gathering or smaller workshops, either in person or over Zoom. I love working with educators to talk about teaching prayer. How do we teach it in a way that is spiritual and delightful and playful and fun for kids also? For all ages, from preschool to teens and everybody in between. I love doing work with educators and clergy around God language, how the way that we talk about God really matters when it comes to the spiritual health of ourselves and the people that we care for. And I love talking about using music in the classroom and how to build a community of singing and of prayerful joy in your congregation. These days, I'm doing a lot more consulting as well, working with communities to think from the ground up of what our prayer programs and our spiritual programs are. Asking the question, why do we pray? Which is not a question that synagogues often ask themselves. Figuring out the answer over a year-long process can help figure out the next steps of where you should be going as a congregation. I've done work with synagogues where we've just focused on their high holiday family service, for example, making that the best we can be. With another synagogue, I visited them 4 times so that we could think together as a community about what prayer is across the spectrum, from preschool to religious school to the main service. In another synagogue, I'm just working on their Friday night. We can take a look at whatever service you want. If you have a sense that something is off, not quite right, not as great as it should be, we can work together to figure out a tailored plan that you can start implementing, playing around with to make your services better, thinking about what better looks like and also what the purpose of services are. And of course, I love doing artist in residency weekends, starting on Thursday night even, with a singing circle or an open rehearsal. Friday morning, I'll come visit your preschool, if you have a preschool, and sing with the little ones. Friday evening, I can do a family service, a Tot Shabbat service, or a community service. When I get to choose, I love doing something that's more contemplative, spiritually minded, heart-opening, that I've learned from my time in renewal, reconstructionist spaces. But with my background in conservative Judaism, I also have a very good grasp of the text, traditional modes, traditional nusach, and traditional liturgy. So we can co-create a service that fits the needs of your congregation. I've also trained in Reformed song leading, so I bring that spirit to everything I do as well. After dinner, we can sing or do some learning, some text study, or some learning about music and prayer or prayer in general. On Shabbat morning, I can do a Parsha study class before helping lead the congregation in prayer, doing some innovative family activities or kids activities, giving a musical Dvar Torah, and then doing a lunch and learn afterwards. Saturday night, let's do a concert, a Havdalah concert for the kids or a Havdalah concert for the adults, either way. And Sunday morning, I would love to do musical prayer and programs with your Hebrew school. And then I can stay later and do one of those professional development workshops with your teachers. It's a full weekend, but I love doing them and really creating something magical with you. Please reach out if you have any questions at all, and if you'd like to talk to me about doing something awesome for your community. Shalom.